So if you are an immigrant in a country and you feel like you don't belong, I completely relate. I spent many years in England. I've been here nearly 6 years. And, sometimes it feels like you are very alone. You go through a lot of loneliness. You struggle to really fit in, even though you try to integrate into the society. But you just find this there's a different social dynamic, and of course different etiquette, and like manner and tone of voice, and like humor, and all of these types of things, as well as geographical factors like weather and the air, the dryness in the air, the water quality in some places. So it can be very lonely. And I want to just say, if you are an immigrant in a foreign country, don't see it like you are lonely. See it as an opportunity. And why do I say this? I say this because, number one, you have the opportunity of the country that you're in, the first world country, so you can make something happen and you can actually save some money and stuff, and like put money to use and invest and these kinds of things. With like a normal job, you can do that. But use that time that you are by yourself now to set up your life. Because I was someone that I came over, being an immigrant from South Africa. I came over and I was alone. I was very alone, and I felt very isolated from society, and I didn't feel connected. There was this weird feeling that is very hard to explain, but I'm sure if you are an immigrant listening to this, you can understand. But I want to say, make good use of your time. Focus on the things that you can set up in your life, lay a good foundation, and naturally, as you go along, the right people will come. The right people will come into your life. Don't just worry about connecting with just South African people. Like, you can connect with all types of people, and you don't know who's going to be your next like kind of best friend. So yes, focus on that rather than thinking about this moment right now, like, oh, I don't have anyone, I don't have any friends, and it's so terrible and horrible, because that's the biggest challenge for immigrants is that they feel isolated. Well, for me it was like that. I felt very isolated and very alone. So ultimately, just focus on what you're doing. If you have a job, if you're building a business, I would recommend, have a job and like build something, like do something in your spare time, whether you're learning a new skill or like, trying to like diversify your income streams. Use your opportunity to have, use your time that you have, especially when you're in a new place, and set a new identity for yourself. Because the thing about immigrating is that you have this golden opportunity to reestablish yourself. You literally are starting from a new page. Whereas when you were perhaps in your old country, around the same people, living in the same town, doing the same things, you now, since you've moved, have this spectacular opportunity to really change. And like, you know what? This is the type of person I want to be. This is the identity I want. This is how I want to do things. And, it's an array of benefits. You can get build new habits. You can build new thinking patterns. Develop a different inner voice. So how you think about things and introspect and retrospect and reflect. All of these types of things. So you have a golden opportunity. Don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you have and what you can build. Anyways, that's all I want to share. And have a good one. And good luck on your immigrant journey in whichever country you are. If you're in the UK, you will get there, man. You will get there.